Hi, I'm Chaz Haywood, the clerk of the Circuit Court for Rockingham County in the city of Harrisonburg. With civil matters, there are a few questions we often get asked at the courthouse that we will be answering throughout this video, such as, how do I change my name and can I go back to my maiden name after a divorce? How do I restore my firearms rights? What are the qualifications for getting a concealed handgun permit? How do I become approved to perform a one-time marriage ceremony in Virginia? And lastly, how do I obtain a divorce in Virginia? Before coming to the courthouse to get these items handled, there are a few things that you should know first.
As an adult or minor who wants to change their name, first and foremost, you must be a Rockingham County or City of Harrisonburg resident. Next, the application you submit must be typed, and your completed application must be notarized or signed in front of a deputy clerk in our office. If you are signing in our office, you must bring a valid photo ID with you. In addition to the application you submit, there is also a filing fee you will need to pay. Proper payment can be found on our website or by calling the office. For the filing fee, we can accept cash, check, money order, or credit cards. If you choose to pay by credit card, please note that all credit card transactions may include an additional fee. Finally, if you are a minor who is requesting a name change, you must obtain consent from both parents or legal guardians. In the case of a minor whose parents are both living, but one parent does not join in the application, they shall be served with reasonable notice of the application. This will cost a sheriff's fee. Once served, should this parent object to the change of the name, a hearing shall be held to determine whether the change of name is in the best interest of the minor. In the case of individuals who want to restore their maiden name as part of their divorce case, please note that you'll need to submit a typed order for name change, known as a name change due to divorce, on our website, and it must be typed. Along with the order itself, you will also need to pay an additional fee per order. Once completed, the order will be signed by the judge on the day of the final divorce decree. For those looking to restore their firearm rights, you will need to provide a letter from the governor stating that you received your rights back, as well as a copy of your fingerprints on the day you file. In order to help you file, our court provides a form for your convenience, which can be found either online or in our office. When submitting your form, you will also need to pay a fee that is due at the time of filing. Proper payment can be found on our website or by calling the office. For the Restore Firearm Rights fee, we can accept cash, check, money order, or credit cards. If you choose to pay by credit card, please note that all credit card transactions may include an additional fee. Once submitted, the Commonwealth has 21 days to respond to your petition. Within that period, you should receive an answer in the mail from them. Once received, you will need to come back to the clerk's office to set your court date. If you choose to represent yourself at the court case, please note that it is your responsibility to know the law. To obtain a concealed handgun permit, you must be a Rockingham County or City of Harrisonburg resident. To submit your application for the permit, you have the option to come into the courthouse or complete the application online. For those who come to the courthouse, you will need to complete an application and bring a government-issued valid photo ID, proof of in-person handgun competency, and payment for the filing fee, which can be found on our website or by calling the office. We can accept cash, check, money order, or credit cards. If you choose to pay by credit card, please note that all credit card transactions may include an additional fee. Upon completion of your application, your permit will arrive in the mail within 45 days and will be valid for 5 years. If you are a first-time applicant, you must appear in person or submit your application through our online system. If you are renewing your permit, renewals can be filed in person, by mail, or submitted through the online system. For individuals looking to perform a wedding ceremony in the Commonwealth of Virginia, you must receive authorization through the court prior to performing the ceremony in accordance with Virginia Code 20-25. Your authorization will be on a one-time basis only, and the authorization is only valid for a Virginia-issued marriage license and for a ceremony located in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Prior to the ceremony, please allow 5 to 7 days for the authorization and bonding process. To be eligible to perform a one-time wedding ceremony in Virginia, you must be at least 18 years of age or older and must never have been convicted of a felony. You must execute a bond payment without surety. After the petition is granted, you will be contacted to come back to our office and sign the bond. And lastly, you must reside in the 26th Judicial Circuit. This includes Clark, Frederick, Harrisonburg, Page, Rockingham, Shenandoah, Warren, and Winchester. In addition to the eligibility requirements, you should also be aware of the filing requirements. They are as follows. You must complete the form in our office for completion and printing. If printing at home, please print each page separately and do not print double-sided. The petition and cover sheet must be typed. You will need to bring a valid photo ID with you. Finally, you will need to pay the filing fee, which is payable at the time of filing the petition. For the filing fee, we can accept cash, check, money order, or credit cards. If you choose to pay by credit card, please note that all credit card transactions may include an additional fee. For individuals looking to obtain a divorce in Virginia, please reference Virginia Code 20-89 through 20-124. To obtain a divorce in Virginia, either you or your spouse must be a resident of Virginia for at least 6 months prior to filing for divorce. Please note, in Virginia, you do not have to file a separation agreement with the court unless you wish the court to approve it as part of the divorce proceeding. Remember, if you choose to represent yourself, you will be expected to follow the same procedures as an attorney. If you or your spouse fall under the no-fault or uncontested divorces, our court has forms we can provide to you. Here are some things you should know if you fall under that category. If there are no children from the marriage or all children are 18 or over, you must be separated for a minimum of 6 months and have a written property settlement agreement before you may file for divorce. If the case that there are children from the marriage, you must be separate a minimum of 1 year before you may file for divorce. And you must provide all of your children's social security numbers when you come into the office to file. A divorce fee is due at the time of filing, as well as an additional fee per name change if either party wishes to resume their maiden name. For divorce fees, we can accept cash, check, money order, or credit cards. If you choose to pay by credit card, please note that all credit card transactions may include an additional fee. You will need 2 copies of the complaint, and the written property settlement agreement must be attached. The complaint must be submitted along with a VS-4 form, which is available in the clerk's office at the civil counter. Upon arrival to the courthouse, you will need to bring a valid photo ID with you. After the complaint is docketed in the court, you must decide on how to serve your spouse. This may be done by a sheriff for a fee in the Commonwealth of Virginia. You may give or mail a copy of the complaint along with a form our office provides, and they can accept service by a notary. Your spouse can come to the courthouse and accept service from a deputy clerk. Lastly, you'll have to appear in court. The clerk's office will advise of the date and time.
Now that you've watched this video, you have everything you need to know about the questions we often get asked regarding civil matters at the courthouse. We look forward to seeing you at the courthouse soon.